the camera. And as I thought, I had lost y'all. I'll be so glad we're going to try to go over this so you can see what I've done. I went ahead and added my 2 cans of peaches in here. I just added them. I take my knife and just chop them from the bottom like that in the can to cut them up some. And you know, to get the chopper and all that out. And it just cuts them into your can if you do it like that, and put them into your mixing bowl. Then I added 1/4 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of white sugar. Stirred that in, let it set a little bit just to kind of marinate. Then I took my fresh nutmeg and I ground it. I took my Vietnamese cinnamon. I added 2 teaspoons of this. 1 teaspoon of allspice that I make homemade. Oh, that smells so good, y'all. All of that's homemade. It's just out of this world. So now we're kind of where we started. Y'all didn't get the story that I told you about my sister, but about me going to take her some nutmeg because I love her to death. She's a great baker. She's a great candy maker. But she's had thyroid cancer. Her husband's the one that had the lung cancer, had half his lung. Plus, they lost their only son. That's the nephew that I cared so much for. Him and his girlfriend hit a pecan tree and killed both of them. So she's just not well. And so I'm going to take her some, I'm going to get some of these nutmegs out of here. Matter of fact, while y'all are here, that's the one I just, see, you don't use a lot of that nutmeg when you grind it. I'm going to take her about 3 big ones. 3 big ones, and I'm going to put my little one back in there. You see, there's the nutmegs. A lot of you probably hadn't used nutmeg out of your little spices, but this is you just get you a little grater. And boy, and this Vietnamese cinnamon, you have to get it, or I get it, you don't have to get it. This is, this spice company is in Lawton, Oklahoma. And you can try to get Vietnamese cinnamon and whole nutmegs. Because that'll make a totally difference. Both of those put in your recipe, it'll be a totally different flavor. So let me put these over here in my little tray, a little bowl. Okay, so now we're kind of back where we were before the camera cut off. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now I'm going to take gotta get my lemon juice. I'm going to put a teaspoon of lemon juice. That's a half teaspoon. I'm going to put a teaspoon of lemon juice. I go ahead and put it, you can put it in here, or you can put it in when you put your vanilla. I just go ahead and do it all. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla, Mexican vanilla. I'm going to have to get some more of this because it's about, oh, I've got enough for till June, probably till about June. In this new year, 2025. I decided I'd wear my brown apron today because I'd match my little towel, like somebody's going to see me in here. Okay, now I'm just going to add my 1/4 cup of flour to that. And just stir that in. That'll thicken my pie while it cooks. My cobbler. That'll thicken it. So you want to get that Oh, that smells so good with all those spices. Once that gets up to cooking temperature, I just let it kind of sit in there because then that gluten kind of breaks up and it doesn't look too speckledy. But it'll all work out in the end anyway. I just get it off that. Oh, it smells good, y'all. I hate to keep saying that, but it does. It smells really, 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 really good. Okay, I'm going to take, I've got Challenge. I'll just use my Challenge butter. And I'll do that. Let's do about 2 tablespoons of our butter. I'll just get me a small, I'll just kind of eyeball 2 tablespoons. Y'all can eyeball it. That may be a little more than 2 tablespoons, but oh, if it's butter, it won't. It's better with butter. One of my first cookbooks somebody gave me said, always cook with a lot of love and butter, and that's so true. Okay, we're just going to kind of mix that down in there, and it'll spread once it gets hot in that pan. Now we've got our peach cobbler filling pretty well done, you know. Okay, let me go to my cheat sheet here for a minute and see if I'm doing what I need to do about this, cooking this. Now this is saying I could put the cinnamon stuff on the bottom crust, but I'm not. I put it on the inside, so I know that it's well put in there and it's not. And see, that heat comes up from that pan at the bottom, and if your spices are down there, it has a tendency it could get chunky. So I just go ahead and put everything in my I'm just going to pour it down into my pan, my baking pan. Okay, got that. So now we get to, ta-da, get to use our store-bought on-sale crust. And that's one reason I like buying them, because it's cheaper for me to buy these for $1 and something than it is to make it. So that's just the way it is. Now we just kind of roll that, get that rolled. Probably should have unrolled it a while ago before it got too warm under this light and stuff, but it'll be all right. And I'm not going to worry with too much about everything. I'd like to get it kind of crossways so I can get, you know, smaller. So what I'll do is I'll just take them. I just set them and push them down into my first crust, like that. Do it over here. If you kind of do it, work it together, do it the same on each side, you'll be a lot better off. And we may have crisscross on there if we want to. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see here. Okay. Let me try to get that across there. Now, let's just go ahead like this. And then we will take these and get one about not like that. Put this one about like that. So we'll cut that one right there. There we go. Put this small one right there. Then we've got one more. Now that's not perfect by no means, but I'm not perfect by no means, and there's only one perfect human that walks this earth, and I'm not him. So, but I think he would have approved of our peach cobbler. Okay, to that now, my maraschino cherries. Since it's kind of a holiday, let's we get a little. I just want to put. I just kind of do it like that. Get some of these out of here. Just a few. Just a few. I just kind of put them down in the. And when that bakes up, look pretty. Pretty. You don't have to go plumb to the sides, just kind of where your might need to be cut. Kind of like that. Okay. Get those kind of down in there a little bit. It's kind of like a little surprise. We'll get a little surprise. Now, getting that juice, get that juice off there, because that's sticky as all get out. So that'll kind of okay, I'm gonna bake it, and then we will be back. Okay, I'm fixing to check that cobbler, and I'll show you what to do here in just 1 second. There's Mama. Hi, Mama. Okay, how are you?
I'm fine.
You had to get Mama her bath, and
yeah, I've got to go do my hair.
She's got to go do her hair, and then we're going to go to my sister's. So, okay, you go do that, and I'm going to get the pie out and show them what to do about that pie.
Okay, baby.
I'll come help you in a minute. Let me get this done. All right. I can get this out without burning myself. Now, if this was, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This one I probably wouldn't do this to, but since I need y'all to know, I just take an egg, white, and I just strain that out and use that for my breakfast. I'll save that and put it into my breakfast. That's what I had 3 eggs out here. That's what I eat for breakfast. So then what I do is just my little basting brush, and I just go over my crust. Like this. Anywhere I see that crust, and I want something to make it kind of glossy, I'll just add that egg white to it. Okay, now, since we are, I'm going to take a little more of my cinnamon, and I have my little spatch, I can't even talk this morning, y'all. Sometimes I get that way. I'm just going to put a little bit of the cinnamon, just a little bit, on the top of that to adhere to those. That's what will stick to those egg whites. I don't use much. Just gives it a little, see how that just kind of, I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but you might be able to. But that'll just give that a little powdering, dusting of cinnamon. Now this goes back into the oven. Y'all see that? Okay, this goes back into the oven. I always bake them, my pies at 400, so I put that on 400, and I'll just leave it at 400 until, usually I'll put them on 400 a pie, or if it's a cobbler or pie, I'll put it on 400, and I'll bake it for about 30 minutes, and then I'll cover it with foil to not burn the edges if I have my pie going, and then I'll put it down to 350 and bake it another about 25 minutes or until the crust is cooked through and that syrupy is thick. That's what you want. Get you syrupy thick, and then that'll, you need to put your pan under it though, because them juices could bubble over, and then you'll have a mess in your oven. And then I'll let that set. So, okay, we've got her going. I've got her in the convection oven, so it might not take that long, but we'll check it in about 20 minutes and I'll see. Well, I was trying to get my egg cooked while that pie's in the oven, and I wanted to tell y'all we really enjoyed last night's live chat on New Year's Eve. And we hope that y'all had a good New Year's Eve. We did. I had one of the best New Year's, and I stayed right at home. So that's just the way it goes, you know. I pulled that back so I could scramble my egg, because I thought, so I'm fixing to check that pie and see what it looks like. I'm gonna make it another 15 minutes or so, and then I'll be back. Okay, I got my eggs scrambled in my little bowl with my little piece of toast. And I'll butter that. And get these crumbs picked up. Billie Jean, I swear. And I'll put some of my challenge butter on that. That's my breakfast every morning. 3 eggs. Minus a little bit of egg whites, because see, I can use my egg whites for my breakfast. So I don't mind breaking an egg for a pie or something, because I'll just use what's left over of the egg white. Okay, let me get my mitts and we're going to check this. It's hot, 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 hot. Oh, that looks so good, y'all. Look at here. Now look at that. That's a bubbly pie, isn't it? just set it right there. Look at that pie. See, that's got crusty. Now that'll cool. Turn the oven off. Now that will cool. And see, it's thick. It's more thick. The more it cools, the thicker it'll get, and the more scrumptious it'll get. And then we'll have some good peach cobbler. See how those little, I'm going to talk while I'm buttering my toast. See how those little cherries just added to the look of that dish. Didn't take you no seconds just to do that. So this morning Mother wanted coffee and her cereal, and this is what I'm going to have. Let me finish telling you about that. I love the look of this. When you put those little cherries down there, it just adds something, a little color to it. And that's what we want. Well, I hope y'all have a blessed and great New Year's. Can't forget my brother-in-law's peppers. And I can't forget, I'm going to take a little coffee filter and just wrap the nutmegs in it. And I'll put a little ribbon around that. A little ribbon, and that'll be a little present for my sister of nutmegs. I hope y'all have a blessed New Year's Day. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And I do wish y'all was here or go wherever we're gonna go to have some of this peach cobbler with. I imagine we'll have ice cream. Can't do it. We gotta have ice cream. I don't care if it's winter or not. I gotta have ice cream, my peach cobbler or blackberry cobbler. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. And like and subscribe. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.